Everywhere, as also in India, the mission is to do whatever it takes to prevent the epidemiological curve from steepening any further. In this kind of an environment, the Reserve Bank of India has been very proactive and has been monitoring the situation very closely. The evolving situation is being monitored very closely, and you would have noticed that from time to time, almost every second day or third day, the Reserve Bank is coming out with certain announcements. Now, in this kind of environment, I thought it was necessary that I speak to a wider audience and convey the resolve of the Reserve Bank of India, our approach, and how we are going forward. Today, I propose to make certain announcements, and the statement is a bit long, as I said last time, because I have tried to make it as self-explanatory as possible, and so that there is adequate clarity. And since we are not able to hold a press conference, the meaning and the details are conveyed to the maximum extent possible. So as I just said, everywhere, as also in India, the mission is to do whatever it takes to prevent the epidemiological curve from steepening any further. Human spirit is ignited by the resolve to overcome the pandemic. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus on the light. As Mahatma Gandhi said in his famous address at Kingsley Hall, London, in October 1931, and I quote Mahatma Gandhi, "In the midst of death, life persists. In the midst of untruth, truth persists. In the midst of darkness, light persists." Before I begin, I wish to place on record our gratitude to all the functionaries and personnel in the government, the private sector.
प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की जा रही है जहां पर शक्तिकांत दास ने कहा कि बहुत जरूरी हो चुका था इस वक्त में जबकि कोरोना लगातार फैल रहा है, अर्थव्यवस्था बहुत बेहतर नहीं चल रही है, तो जरूरी था कि लोगों से बातचीत की जाए। और आज जितने भी प्लानिंग का जिक्र किया जाएगा, हमारी कोशिश रही है कि वो हर प्लान, वो हर घोषणा सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी हो, क्योंकि ये वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के द्वारा प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, तो शायद सवाल जवाब का मौका ना मिले।
RBI, I would like to specially commend and thank our team of 150 officers, staff and service providers.
शक्तिकांत दास ने अपने 150 जो आरबीआई में लगातार काम करने वाले लोगों को धन्यवाद व्यक्त किया कि उनके लिए शुक्रगुजार हैं जो लगातार डटे रहे, अपने काम करते रहे।
Currency in circulation, retail and wholesale payments and settlement systems, reserve management, financial markets, liquidity management, financial regulation and supervision, and a host of other services available so that the nation may survive COVID-19.
तो हर एक एस्पेक्ट, चाहे वो कंस्ट्रक्शन का हो, चाहे वो मार्केट इन्फ्लेशन का हो, चाहे वो कंस्ट्रक्शन साइड का हो, हर एक आयाम पर आरबीआई की निगाह बनी हुई है कि किस सेक्टर को कितना नुकसान हो रहा है या किस सेक्टर को किस तरीके से संभाला जा सकता है।
Concerns and join me in fashioning the array of measures taken by the RBI in the context of COVID-19. I also thank our teams for their intellectual support, analytical work, and logistical arrangements. I would first like to highlight or give our assessment of the current economic situation.
तो current economic situation क्या है, इसका assessment शक्तिकांत दास देते हुए?
The macroeconomic and financial landscape has deteriorated precipitously in some areas, but light still shines through bravely in some others.
मैक्रो इकोनॉमी डिटोरिएट हो रही है, ये चीज सामने है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद हम लोग उम्मीद की किरण देख रहे हैं कि चीजें बेहतर होंगी।
Is expected to plunge into the worst recession since the Great Depression, far worse than what had happened during the global financial crisis. The IMF's economic counselor has named it the Great Lockdown, estimating the cumulative loss
इकोनॉमिक काउंसिल की तरफ से इसका ग्रेट लॉकडाउन का नाम भी दिया गया है, क्योंकि उम्मीद है कि संभावनाएं हैं कि जो वैश्विक आर्थिक मंदी आई थी 2008 से 11 के बीच में, उससे भी निचले स्तर पर ये मंदी रहे।
Projections are replete with even sharper declines in output in various countries. India is among the handful of countries that is projected to cling on somewhat tenuously to positive growth at 1.9%. In fact, this is the highest growth rate among the G20 economies as estimated by the IMF.
तो ये बेहतर खबर है
The World Trade
भारत
Organization
विश्व के उन चुनिंदा देशों में से एक है
merchandise
जिनके
trade
पास इकोनॉमी
contracted
संभालने
by
की
as much as
अर्थव्यवस्था संभालने की क्षमता है और जो
13%
प्रोजेक्ट किया गया ग्रोथ रेट वो 1.9% है जो कि G20 देशों में सबसे बेहतर सबसे अच्छी
volatile and emerging market economies are grappling with capital and volatile exchange rates. Crude oil prices remain in a state of flux despite the agreement on production cuts by OPEC plus countries. For 2021, the IMF projects sizable V-shaped recoveries, close to 9 percentage points for the global GDP. India is expected to post a sharp turnaround and resume its pre-COVID, pre-slowdown trajectory by growing at 7.4% in 2021-22. Over the last 3 weeks,
2021-2022 में 7.4 की GDP
भारत की
अर्थव्यवस्था हासिल कर सकती है, ये IMF की तरफ से प्रोजेक्शन भी किया गया है.
Yet there are a few slivers of brightness among the encircling gloom. In my statement of March 27, I had referred to continuing resilience of agriculture and allied activities on the back of all-time highs in production of food grains and horticulture, with huge buffer stocks of rice and wheat far in excess
मार्च
of the buffer
मार्च
norms.
27 को जो मैंने
By
प्रेस
April
कॉन्फ्रेंस
10,
की थी उसमें कहा था कि
sowing had begun
भारतीय कृषि
strongly
क्षेत्र जो है बहुत
with
बेहतर है
acres of paddy,
और अब तक का जो
which
स्टॉक है हमारा
was
वो सबसे
Kharif
मजबूत
crop,
स्थिति में है.
up by 37% in comparison with the last season, that is in comparison with the Kharif of 2019. States
तो 2019 के मुकाबले जो खरीफ की फसल थी उस दफा 37% ज्यादा है, जो कि ऐसे वक्त में भारत के लिए जाहिर तौर पर बेहतर खबर है.
Despite the lockdown. On April 15, the India Meteorological Department IMD forecast a normal southwest monsoon for 2020 season, with rainfall expected to be 100% of the long period average.
साथ ही हालिया जो मौसम विभाग की तरफ से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की गई थी, कहा गया था कि मानसून इस साल बेहतर रहेगा. उसी का जिक्र कर रहे हैं शफिक अंदाज. मानसून 100% रहेगा इस साल, जो कि खेती के लिहाज से एक बेहतर संकेत है.
The robust growth of 21.3% in tractor sales up to February 2020 as
और
against
फरवरी 2020 तक की इकोनॉमी कैसी रही
in the corresponding period
ग्रामीण क्षेत्र की खास तौर पर कि ट्रैक्टर की सेल में 21% का अभूतपूर्व इजाफा देखा गया.
In other production sectors, the situation is more somber. On April 9, the index of industrial production for February was released, showing that industrial output accelerated to its highest rate in 7 months. The impact of COVID-19 is not yet captured in these prints. So therefore, there is no reason to get misled by the IIP data which was released up to February, because the impact of COVID-19 comes thereafter. More tellingly, however, the revival in electricity generation, a coincident indicator of demand that had commenced from January 2020, has been halted by a sharp fall in daily demand in the range of 25 to 30% after the lockdown announcement on March 25th.
25 से 30% गिरावट दर्ज की गई है बिजली की मांग को लेकर के जब से लॉकडाउन प्रभावित रूप से लागू किया गया उसके बाद.
The Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, that is PMI, for March 2020, which was released on April 2, was the lowest in last 4 months. Notably, suppliers' delivery time lengthened for the first time in 5 months, indicating supply disruptions. The April 6 release showed that services PMI declined into contraction in March 2020, pulled down by a sharp downturn in export business. New domestic orders and
export business में गिरावट दर्ज की गई है.
Contraction in exports in March 2020 at minus 34.6% has turned out to be much more severe than during the global financial crisis. However, amidst all this, the level of foreign exchange reserves which we have continue to be robust at US dollar $476.5 billion on April 10th, equivalent to 11.8 months of imports. Turning to the status of banking
जो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्वायर है वो बेहद मजबूत स्थिति में है, जो कि 476.5 US डॉलर के बराबर है, जो कि इक्विवेलेंट है 11 तकरीबन 12 महीने के इंपोर्ट के.
is running seamlessly. Banks have been required to put in place business continuity plans to operate from their disaster recovery sites and or to identify alternate locations for critical operations so that there is no disruption in customer services.
और एक कोशिश की जा रही है कि इस लॉकडाउन के बावजूद भी बैंक अपनी मिनिमम मैन पावर के साथ काम करे ताकि कस्टमर सर्विसेज में कोई भी असुविधा ना हो पाए ग्राहकों को
of the full capacity. The average availability of business correspondents is over 80%. Regional offices of RBI have supplied fresh currency of rupees 1,20,000 crores from March 1 till April 14th to currency chests across the country to meet increased demand for currency in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic.
तो इस लॉकडाउन के दौरान लोगों को कैश की कोई समस्या ना हो, इसके चलते आरबीआई के जो स्थानीय ऑफिसर्स हैं उनके द्वारा बैंकों को 1,20,000 करोड़ की राशि कैश में उपलब्ध कराई गई ताकि लोगों को कोई असुविधा ना हो.
The RBI's liquidity injection was about 3.2% of GDP since February 2020 MPC meeting. And as you would recall, the February MPC meeting, the announcements were made, if I recall correctly, on 6th of February. So from 6th
February, कैश लिक्विडिटी को मजबूत करने के लिए जो आरबीआई ने कदम उठाए उसके लिए कुल जो आंकड़ा रहा वो जीडीपी का 3.2% रहा.
RBI had injected liquidity of an amount equivalent to 3.2% of our GDP. Since then, that is since March 27th, surplus liquidity in the banking system has increased sharply in the wake of sustained government spending. Systemic liquidity
और मार्च 27 के बाद जो कदम उठाए गए हैं उसके बाद बैंकों में लिक्विडिटी सरप्लस रही है, यानी कैश जो बैंकों में है वो पर्याप्त मात्रा में उपलब्ध रहा है ताकि एटीएम से कैश विड्रॉ करने में, बैंक से कैश विड्रॉ करने में लोगों को किसी प्रकार की कोई असुविधा ना हो.
At about rupees 4.36 lakh crore during the period March 27th to April 14, 2020. As announced on March 27, the RBI undertook 3 auctions of targeted term
ऑटो इंडस्ट्री जो गिरावट आई उसके लिए आरबीआई की तरफ से 27 मार्च को प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में घोषणा की गई थी कि 3 ऑक्शन इसके लिए किए गए क्योंकि मार्च में ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर में काफी गिरावट आई है.
Financial markets. Another TLTRO auction of rupees 25,000 crore is being conducted today.
ऑक्शन किस राशि का रहा है ये भी बता रहे हैं आरबीआई गवर्नर.
This is very important.
शक्तिकांत दास.
In response to these conditions, financial conditions have eased. I correct myself. In response to these auctions, financial conditions have eased considerably as reflected in the spreads on money and bond market instruments. Moreover, activity in the corporate bond market has picked up appreciably with several corporates making new issuances. There are also some indications that redemption pressures faced by the mutual funds have also somewhat moderated.
ये भी नोटिस किया गया है कि म्यूचुअल फंड्स में जो लोग खतरा महसूस कर रहे थे इन्वेस्ट करने पर मार्केट की स्थिति को देखते हुए वो भी अब कुछ बेहतर की तरफ बढ़ी है. वो स्थिति भी कुछ बेहतर हुई.
The financial system is fully functional. The markets are fully functional. We have in RBI decided to announce certain additional measures and
मार्केट इस वक्त अपने पूरी तरीके से काम कर रहा है और आरबीआई की तरफ से कुछ और एडिशनल मेजर्स जो हैं उनकी घोषणा करने जा रहे हैं आरबीआई गवर्नर.
Against this backdrop and based on our continuing assessment of the macroeconomic situation and financial market conditions, we propose to take further measures with the following objectives. 1. To maintain adequate liquidity in the system and its constituents in the face of COVID-19 related dislocations. 2. Facilitate and incentivize bank credit flows. 3. Ease the financial stress. And 4. Enable the formal functioning of markets. The first set of measures relate to liquidity. The RBI has moved in a calibrated fashion to ensure
पहलों पर काम करना होगा. पहला कि बैंकों में जो लिक्विडिटी है, जो कैश है वो ठीक रहे. उसके अलावा बैंक को जो जरूरतें हैं वो पूरी की जाए और उसके अलावा जो शेयर मार्केट है, जो बाजार है वो सही तरीके से फंक्शन कर पाए, उसमें जो ट्रेडिंग होती है वो सही रह पाए. तो इस बात को ध्यान में रखा जाएगा.
Entities which are experiencing liquidity constraints and or hindrances to market access. That is, they have a difficulty in accessing the market, and they have difficulty of having adequate liquidity with them. LTROs, that is long-term repo operations, which we have undertaken. So these were meant to ensure adequate liquidity at longer end of the curve, longer end of the yield curve. Exemptions from the cash reserve ratio for equivalent incremental credit disbursed by banks as loans in certain select areas and targeted
long-term repo ऑपरेशन सही तरीके से रहे, इस बात को सुनिश्चित किया जाएगा आरबीआई की तरफ से.
In this category or in this class and sector specific measures. It is observed that deployment of TLTRO funds so far has largely been to bonds issued by public sector entities and large corporates, especially in
नोटिस किया गया कि TLTRO फंड्स जो लार्ज कॉर्पोरेट्स को अलॉकेट किए जाते हैं,
more severely impacted small
उसमें
and
कुछ
mid-sized
प्रभाव जरूर पड़ा है,
including
और आरबीआई की कोशिश है
and
कि उस चीज को भी स्मूदन किया जाए
in terms of their access to liquidity. So we have therefore decided to undertake what we call TLTRO operations 2, that is TLTRO 2.0. Accordingly, it has been decided to conduct targeted long-term repo operations TLTRO 2.0 for an aggregate amount of rupees 50,000 crore to begin with. Please mark my words, rupees 50,000 crore to begin with in tranches of
लॉन्ग टर्म रेपो ऑपरेशन 2.0 के लिए शुरुआत में 50,000 करोड़ रुपए इन्वेस्ट किए जाएंगे.
This 50,000 crore by the market and in the market, it is always open for RBI to step up this amount beyond 50,000 crores as per requirement or as
और जरूरत के हिसाब से पैसा और बढ़ाया भी जा सकता है, और आरबीआई की स्वायत्तता है कि इस पैसे को जरूरत के मुताबिक मार्केट से निकाल भी सकते हैं.
And other institutions, in terms of liquidity, they remain well lubricated. The funds availed by the banks under TLTRO 2.0 should be invested in investment-grade bonds, commercial paper and non-convertible debentures of NBFCs with at least 50% of the total amount availed going to small and mid-sized NBFCs and MFIs. So
ये बैंकों के द्वारा निर्धारित किया जाए कि जो 50,000 करोड़ का अंश बैंकों को मिलेगा इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए वो एनबीएफसी की कंपनीज में लगाया जाए, और साथ ही साथ उसका 50% जो पैसा है, जो हिस्सा है, वो एमएसएमई कंपनीज में लगाया जाए, ताकि जो ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्था है और छोटे शहरों की जो अर्थव्यवस्था है वो बेहतर हो सके.
Which have been conducted so far, investments made by banks under this facility will be classified as held to maturity (HTM) even in excess of 25% of
और बैंकों के द्वारा जो पैसा इन्वेस्ट किया जाएगा उसको हेल्ड टू मैच्योरिटी
portfolio.
नाम यानी HTM का नाम दिया जाए.
Facility are also not to be reckoned under the large exposure framework, and the notification for TLTRO 2.0 auction will be issued today.
और TLTRO
The next announcement relates to
2.0 का जो नोटिफिकेशन है
for all India
वो भी आज आरबीआई की तरफ से इशू कर दिया जाएगा, जारी कर दिया जाएगा.
National Housing Bank. All India financial institutions such as NABARD, SIDBI and National Housing Bank play an important role in meeting the long-term funding requirements of agriculture and
ऑल इंडिया फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन मसलन सेबी है, नाबार्ड है, इन तमाम संस्थाओं का बेहद महत्वपूर्ण रोल होगा इस आर्थिक मोर्चे को बेहतर करने के.
Financial institutions normally raise resources from the market through specified instruments which are allowed by the Reserve Bank of India, in addition to, of course, relying on their own resources. In view of the tightening of
संसाधनों के मुताबिक और आरबीआई की गाइडलाइन के हिसाब से जो भी यथासंभव कदम हो पाएंगे रणनीतिक तौर पर वो तमाम कदम उठाए जाएंगे.
The market. Accordingly, it has been decided to provide special refinance facilities for a total amount of rupees 50,000 crores to NABARD, SIDBI and NHB to enable them to meet sectoral credit needs. This will comprise of rupees 25,000 crore to NABARD for refinancing regional rural banks, that is RRBs and cooperative banks and microfinancial institutions. Rupees 15,000 crore will flow to SIDBI for on-lending and refinancing, and as you know, SIDBI will be lending this money to, by way of providing refinance to scheduled commercial banks as well as to other financial entities in